This is Frankie McDowell, my own team station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Attention citizens of southern Brazil. Attention citizens of southeastern Brazil. Attention citizens of Argentina. Attention citizens of Falkland Islands. Highly rain warning expedition for southeastern Brazil. It's going to bring a lot of heavy rains followed for sky in southeastern Brazil, including Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and Sao Paulo, Brazil. People in southeastern Brazil, you have to be prepared. It's going to bring a lot of heavy rains from the sky. The heavy rains will be very powerful in Brazil. It may affect the streets. It may affect the ground. It may affect all kinds of transformers. It may affect beaches of Rio de Janeiro. People in southeastern Brazil, be prepared. Have your ketchup ready, have your mustard ready, have your salt and pepper ready. Make sure have your everything ready as well, because there'll be a lot of heavy rains falling from the sky in southeastern Brazil, including Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, Brazil. It may affect everything. It's going to hit Buenos Aires, Argentina, Usha, Argentina, and Falkland Islands, including western Chile. The heavy rains will be very powerful in Brazil. We will follow the sky as well. It may affect the ground as well, because there'll be so much heavy rains with thunder and lightning and things like that. There'll be a lot of heavy rains falling from the sky in Brazil. It may affect everything in southeastern Brazil. Have your air fryers and deep fryers ready as well. If you have anybody live in Brazil, be prepared for any rain.
Well, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather we got. Wait a minute. Well, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather, whether or not. There it is.
Take care, stay safe. Don't get caught in any rains.
Good morning, Prince George. Hello. Good afternoon, Winnipeg. Kamloops. Good evening. And Shaw Spotlight. Welcome to the Comedeorological Report, the Comedy Plus Meteorology Report, the show about how much the weather sucks in Canada. I'm Joey Only, your host. If you're watching us on the live stream on Joey Only, Caribou Weather Dude YouTube, thank you. We always start around 6:30 on Thursday evenings, and we begin recording the show. And Frankie gets here, which is always at 7 o'clock on the dot. And Frankie's here, and we got a wide cast of people already. So get ready for this, because we got Gabriel Berardo. He's giving himself seizures over there.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just
Southern
kind of
Ontario. Look, he's freaking out.
Just a second.
So good to see Gabriel again. And Imogen Cookie Bailey's here, of course, as always, and Brandon Houck, as always, and a special guest, Hilding Donaldson, over in Grassy Plains. He got a little bit of rain this week, so we got lots of weather stories from all across Canada to talk about. But first things first, always at the top of the hour, is the man himself, Frankie McDonald, out there in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Frankie, the weatherman. Frankie, the weatherman. Ooh, Frankie.
I'm doing great over there. There's a lot of rain going on in Halifax, Libya. He told me that it's a lot of rain west Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and a lot of rain in New York City and New Jersey and all these places all across the entire eastern United States, including a lot of rain in Great Lakes region and thunderstorms all the way down to Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, causing a heat wave in Texas and things like this, causing all the hot air in central Canada, bringing cooler weather in Vancouver. Now they got a bad heat wave hit for Vancouver, British Columbia later next week in Victoria, British Columbia, where Imogen says it's going to bring really bad heat wave in west coast of British Columbia and British Columbia. That's where you're at. That's going to trigger more fires there.
It will trigger more fires there, Frankie.
And then you got a lot of cold air hitting for New Zealand lately, causing snow up in mountains in New Zealand as well.
Who's got the worst weather in the entire world today?
Somewhere in China, in India and Central Asia, Southeast Asia, they're bringing so much thunderstorms and monsoon rains going on right now.
Where's the hottest weather in the world, Frankie?
Somewhere in Africa right now, and somewhere in the southeastern and western United States, like Phoenix, Arizona, is going to get even hotter later next week. It's going to be extremely hot temperatures, well over 50, with the humidex over United Arab Emirates, like Dubai.
Frankie, there's someone with a strange name, Images app Oh, they're gone now. They were trying to get into the show, and I didn't let them in because I just thought that was such a strange name. Imagesapp.google. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who that person is. It doesn't seem like one of our regulars. Maybe I just denied Joe Stover or something. Should we find out who it is? I can always boot them if it's someone weird. So who is the images? They're connecting to audio. We're gonna find out. You better be good or you're getting the boot.
Oh, good. A mystery.
Yeah. Getting GB's boot.
I like mysteries.
And it's a negative thing.
What? Negative thing. Don't bring your negativity around here. Frankie, you're always so positive. Why would you do this? You ion.
I verified it.
Well, they're not really showing up, so I think I'm gonna give them the boot.
Okay, this light's not.
Buy random Google website.
Oh,
Not welcome here in malicious virus, malware.
Frankie McDonald, what videos did you make this week?
That means that I just bought my new digital. I just got my new digital camera, things like this, and I'm doing great so far.
Yeah, have you made any new videos with it, Frankie?
No, not at all. Over in Europe, there are lots of thunderstorms there right now. Lots of thunderstorms going on in Eastern Europe and things like this. And it's getting really cold in South Africa right now because it's their winter. So southern tip of Argentina, southern Chile. It's a lot of stormy going on in southern Chile. Lots of thunderstorms rain up around Colombia and Venezuela, Central America, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya, and all these places bring a lot of thunderstorms and rain right now. Same with on the place Nigeria and Ethiopia and all these places bring lots of thunderstorms and rain there. And it's that time of year. It's rainy season.
What's going on in outer space, Frank?
Last the asteroid 2022 AE1 headed towards the Earth on July 4th, 4th of July.
What happens on the 4th of July?
Independence Day and the asteroid 2022 AE1.
Right, and it's going to bypass the Earth?
Yes, it's going to bypass the Earth.
It's not going to hit the Earth at all, is it?
Frankie, how was your week so far, Frankie? Good week.
My weekend is great and things like this. Saturday's Canada Day. Tuesday is 4th of July, Independence Day, USA.
Oh yeah, well look at that. Yeah, that is. I almost forgot. Actually, I almost forgot it was Canada Day this weekend.
Frankie, do you celebrate both holidays or just one?
Some people celebrate both holidays. And people working in the embassies and things like this, they celebrate both holidays. And somebody works in the U.S. Embassy in Canada.
Well, do you celebrate both? You have a lot of Canadian and American fans. Do you celebrate 4th of July with your American fans?
I just wish them happy Independence Day to my American fans.
So, Frankie, who is the BYB podcast?
That's another podcast on one of the guys created it.
He says you're stealing Wi-Fi from the A&W, and Peabody isn't happy about it.
Not true.
Dad.
Not true.
Are you stealing Wi-Fi from the A&W, Frankie? It sounds like maybe a little bit, eh? Maybe a little bit of Wi-Fi?
They get free Wi-Fi in the A&W.
It's not stealing, is it, Frankie?
I mean, it's not actually, right? He has a point. It's not stealing.
It's not stealing when it's free Wi-Fi. It's not like you're. It's not like you're downloading burgers.
And Frankie's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Now, I also want to highlight something else about that. It's weird for Frankie to laugh on camera while streaming or while on a podcast.
That's why you shouldn't say anything about it when it happens.
No, but this is the
fucking
Frankie.
let it happen.
No, but this is the Frankie that I know.
It's Trevor Garner.
Oh, it's Trevor Garner trying to come in? Apps.google. I don't know if I want Trevor on. He's
the host of the Trevor's Happy Hour.
He swears a lot. Like I'm trying to make a college radio show here, Trevor. Nasty old Trevor. Come on, Trevor. You gonna like start talking about Donald Trump or something?
No, Trevor
talk about weather here.
Yeah, it's all about
Is your
weather
sister-
and rapping.
Is your sister marrying Nelson Peabody?
No, not true.
Not true at all, Frankie.
Now, the giggly Frankie that everyone has been seeing.
And someone's trying to join. It's Trevor Garner. I found it. I found an answer. It's Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
Okay. So we got to keep going on with the panel. Brandon Hauk, is your
Yes.
sister marrying Nelson Peabody?
Oh, no, I don't have a sister, so too bad, eh? I made that awkward.
Okay. So what's going on for weather this week, Brandon? What's the stories?
What's the stories? Well, I just had to gargle a pile of Gatorade here to tell you the stories because it's quite a week, quite an episode of severe weather expected over the next. Well, not just today. We've had this thunderstorm rock the city of Calgary, like actually rock the city of Calgary with strong winds, and lightning striking the Calgary Tower and striking the building over there and over there as well. So we will likely continue to be dealing with these storms persisting into the evening hours, and we've got a line of storms to our west, moving in our direction here in the next couple of hours. So there's a slight chance we might get to witness that storm probably around 9-10 o'clock-ish here, Mountain Daylight Time. Now, over the next couple of days, last couple of days, we've had some pretty good storms here in the Brooks area. We've had thunder and lightning rock in the place. I think lightning struck the field just across from me here back on Wednesday there, and a nice downpour as well. So it was very nice relief from the heat that we're in, because we're in ridge of high pressure and we've got a lot of heat. Now, what you see right here, that is a negative tilt trough that's situated right over top of us, despite us being in the upper ridge of high pressure. And what we're going to see play out over the next couple of days as that negative tilt trough continues to wobble its way through, we will likely see storms initiate again Friday afternoon. And for Friday, I'm going to show you the weather outlook for tomorrow. We are at risk for high end risk.
Trevor's trying to call in.
All right. So we have the higher end risk of severe thunderstorms for tomorrow. That's in the orange area. So expect wind gusts to 90 kilometers an hour, golf ball to tennis ball size hail. So about hail about this size possible tomorrow in these areas under the D zone. And I can't rule out an isolated tornado. So that's going to be a situation for tomorrow. And we also have a risk of severe thunderstorms extending down to the Trans-Canada Highway through Friday. So that's for Friday. Now, Saturday, this is going to be round number 2 of severe weather come again. This is going to be a cold front. So Saturday, Canada Day here in Alberta, we will anticipate to see daytime highs approach 35 degrees here in the south. It's going to be sweltering. I'm going to be in a dunk tank all day. So it's going to be a great place to be when it's 35 degrees and on a slip and slide. So hopefully I don't injure myself and I end up hopefully seeing some stormy action by the evening hours. And we have a potential for supercells, especially along and north of the Trans-Canada Highway. All modes of severe weather likely for Saturday, including the risk of tornadoes, damaging winds, very large hail, possibly the size of baseballs with those storms. So it's going to be a wild weekend. We do cool off a bit on Sunday, so we go back to the low 20s and looks to stay unsettled. Then we have to watch the eastern prairies on Sunday and the Monday. So that would be looking at you, Winnipeg, Sunday, late day Sunday. And again, for Sunday night and a Monday, there's going to be a chance of some thunderstorm action there across the eastern prairies. I say probably more so Sunday there, and then into Tuesday of next week as well. We'll see that cooler air mass kind of just hang out right over top of us there. So that is the story throughout most of next week here. A cooler trend, a little unsettled, but but this weekend we're going to get quite stormy here on the prairies. So we're looking for another fun time with supercells.
What about fire news, Brandon?
Fire news. Well, Alberta's fire situation has improved a bit because we've had all that rain up in the northern part of the province, but we are likely going to see that fire risk continue to grow, especially with the heat that we're dealing with over the next couple of days, with temperatures even in the BC interior as well. Those temperatures are going to be in the low 30s. So I do anticipate that fire risk to continue to rise just a bit here. It's throughout into next week. Doesn't look like we have any big significant rain for BC in the next week compared to what we're dealing with parts of Alberta and through Saskatchewan with the thunderstorms there. So, yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on as well.
All right. So it's been a little while since I think, is that your dad that showed up here, Frank?
Yes.
I thought that was your dad. So Frank McDonald Sr. is here as well. Back again on the show.
Ooh.
We love having Frank's dad here. That's Frankie's dad, Frank. We try to get that right. And okay. So other people are trying to get in the show too. And I can't let everybody in. So we got to stay focused here when we're trying to do. Gabriel Berardo, our weatherman
Yes,
out there
sir.
in Southern Ontario. We haven't seen much of you for quite a while. This
Oh,
week,
yeah.
one of the players from Brandon Houck's Brooks Branditz today got drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh,
Yes.
I heard about that.
Yes, I got a
Um,
picture with the guy actually this year, a month ago with the Centennial Cup, and now he's being drafted to Toronto Maple Leafs. Hudson Malinowski. He's going to
Pictures or it
be.
didn't happen, Brandon.
That means over in Russia, McDonald's, Burger King, all those restaurants are not allowed in Russia anymore. Russia's off limits. Samsung, all those companies are not allowed in Russia.
Yeah, well, lucky them. So, Gabriel, it was
Yes,
pretty
sir.
smoky this week down there in Southern Ontario.
Oh, it really, really, really was, guys. I walked outside, right? And it was like, what am I seeing right now, right? So there wasn't any clouds in the sky, right? It was all smoke. And I was like, I've never seen it like this before, right? So it was all crazy. I was, I was outside with my phone. I was like, and I was like, look at all the smoke, guys. Smelled it on my phone. I was like, bro, like this is like so crazy. I was making, raps about it too. I was like, look at all the smoke and the better quality and that GB selling you, like so much of this, like this weird type of smoke, right? But that should be pretty good now, I guess, right? Heading into the weekend, right? So we are at the risk for storms. I'm pretty sure tomorrow, some which could be strong, although the models are in a green on it yet. So I'll be watching for some storms, maybe. And as we head into the weekend, it looks to be a very, very, very hot weekend, actually. Heading into next week, too, could even see some 30s, mostly into the higher. But it will probably be into the higher 20s, although we could see some 30s in there, right?
Oh,
And it will
30s.
get pretty active maybe next week also too. I'm watching a few systems, which could bring some storms, right? Although it's a little bit it's a little bit it's hard to kind of know that yet, right?
So what's your perspective on this pressing question, the big question of the week?
Go
Do
ahead.
you think that Frankie's stealing Wi-Fi from A&W?
Not true.
I think it's not stealing if it's free, okay? If you
Wi-Fi.
It's not stealing if it's free, Frankie. Yeah. It's stealing it's free. So yeah, I mean, it's, could you imagine like like if it's free, Frankie, you're allowed to use it any single time you want, okay? Any single time you want, okay?
So
It
Frankie's
doesn't matter.
not stealing Wi-Fi at all, and he didn't start the forest fires whatsoever.
There's a lot of stuff, guys making stuff up out there.
Yeah, Frankie didn't do it. So
There's a lot of fires going on in Siberia too. There's so much fires going on in Siberia and Russia right now.
is everything going to burn up, Frankie?
That means that They're bringing a lot of thunderstorms to rain in the Amazon rainforest, including northern Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, and all these places up around South America. Down in Venezuela, you have to be extremely careful because the laws are different there in Venezuela.
Yes. Yeah, I know. You got to be very, very careful. Imogen, have you ever been to Venezuela? Were you
I
very
have
careful?
not. I have never been to Venezuela. Looks like fun though. Some cool insects in the ecosystem, some wild bacteria that does some insane things to people, but never actually been there myself.
Are you stealing Wi-Fi right now, Imogen?
No, I pay way too much, and I'm not going to say who my provider is, but I'm not impressed with them.
Say something that I don't have to edit out.
Victoria today had a high of 21, which was delightful. Absolutely delightful. While all of you guys have been talking about your delightfully wet weather, hailstorms and thunder and lightning and tornadoes, I'm on a tropical island with nothing but blue skies and blue water, green water. I did a photo shoot yesterday at a hidden location, an untouched beach that you can only get to by boat, basically, or by hiking down a cliff face. And it was nothing but waterfalls and green water and blue skies as far as I can see. And it's what?
It's not untouched now, is it?
Oh no, I stomped through that slimy, silty mud and disrupted some seaweed, and yeah, no, it's just slightly touched, just a little bit stepped on. But I'm always very aware of the environment, and when I'm doing stuff like that, there's a lot of things it's a very delicate ecosystem, so no sunblock, no moisturizer, no makeup, nothing like that. I don't want anything from my body getting in the water that can potentially upset the balance of things, so very aware of that. So even if I'm doing stuff that looks like I shouldn't be doing it, I'll go sliding down a rock face and land my butt in the water. And
what are you talking about?
Fish.
Okay.
Not upsetting the ecosystem.
Okay.
Tropical paradise. You all have hail and tornadoes. I have nothing but blue skies and green water, blue water.
No one's upset. You got blue water. You should see the friggin' mountains here. Okay, so no, John Paul George, I did not find my cat, unfortunately. And yes, there will be a nonstop total eclipse at April 8th, 2024. So that's going to be happening. And he says at Frankie's gazebo, but what I think I want to do is go up to the Cape Breton Highlands where, I don't want to just see it in town. I want to go to like the most epic place possible. If I'm going to cross the country, I want to go to the Cape Breton Highlands and watch that. So we'll rent a car and...
You can even encounter me at the Mayflower on Friday, April 5th, 2024.
Yeah, well, the plan would be if we cross the country to see you, Frankie, would be to spend some time with you, That would be the idea.
Monica hasn't been on your podcast for a long time. She must be busy working.
Yeah, she must be busy working there. Hilding Donaldson, you got some rain this week?
Yeah, we had several hot days, and when the wind actually died down and it did actually get hot, and then thunderheads moved in yesterday afternoon, and looked like we were going to have a lightning storm, but instead it just settled in, and we had a real nice soaker of rain overnight, which has been unusual for this spring. It's about the first time we've actually had that. Yeah.
Excellent. You have Hilding, do you have any rap songs about the weather this week?
Oh, not really.
Well,
Don't have your
Hilding is
guitar
our
handy?
lyricist.
Gabriel Berardo might have something now lined up. How you doing there,
Oh
GB?
yeah, guys. I have it all lined up. I have it here, and then it's like a little bit first, right? And then I just go off the and then I just really get into it, kind of, right?
After really goes off and just really gets into it.
Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I could go and change the mode. Is that a good mode for you guys? I don't know if it might change halfway through the rap, but
well, as long as it's not that crazy thing that you had flashing around that gives people seizures.
Yeah. Cause then it would have to be some sort of thing on this saying, watch out for what is it? What is it again? People with epilepsy, whatever it's called.
Eclampsia? That's pregnancy related. You're
Oh,
thinking
changing app.
epilepsy.
Oh, we're changing again.
People with
Let's do it.
dyslexia can't watch the show because of Gabriel Berardo. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Alienate
Movie
people,
theaters,
Gabriel.
in certain movies, when it comes out, and like when a certain movie comes out, that means they issue a warning at the local movie theater.
Yeah. So don't give people epilepsy, Gabriel.
Yes, sir, man. I will not.
Just rap about weather like hardcore without, freaking people out, man.
All right. Alrighty, well, let's get on the sunglasses over here. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I haven't really practiced it as much, but I shouldn't mess up because, as you guys know, I don't think I've ever messed up on the show once, right?
Digging the weird reflection in your glasses definitely makes you more of an alien.
Oh yeah, an alien green. You know what? Instead of the alien green, let's make it a blue, yellow. Like, you know what? This looks nice, a purple. We can make it a blue. We can make it a red.
Looks like crazy
Okay.
eyeballs, man. Oh, Frankie's
Alrighty.
got people he's waving at on the street.
Alrighty, if you guys want to hear the rap,
And Ditcher, hey Gabriel, it's going to bring lots of rain in Ontario and Canada today, so Montreal-based guy lives in Eastern United States of America.
hopefully not, Frankie. I meant my, hopefully not, Frankie. Because we have a lot of things on that day, and it's
Gonna bring a lot
we don't
of
want it to rain because my dad's gonna be.
A lot of rain, New York City on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Who wants to hear
Okay.
this rap that I hopefully I get it right, okay? Hopefully I get it right. If
You
I
guys
mess
want to
up,
hear this rap, everybody?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Okay, so here we go. I have this nice fresh beat here. I like this beat, okay? It's a good beat, okay? Okay, here we go. Hopefully get it right. I don't know if I'll get it right, but my rap don't make you figure out why I'm giving the middle finger. The haters, they plan to ban me like Brandon on Twitter. They have me on the microphone. You said you can spit nothing at me, but we can't even put out the fires that I've been rapping. I'm blowing it up on the show just like Osama bin Laden. And Frank's telling me the weather that's about to happen. Yeah, Imogen been getting all the man on the news. And yes, you know the man. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. So the beat stopped. Because actually, okay, you know what?
We couldn't even really hear the beat. We could just hear you like
okay?
killing it.
Should I maybe that's okay, right? Though you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't hear the beat
that's
much,
good.
but we could still
Okay,
hear
so here we
you
go
like,
this time.
just ripping
We're
it.
to make you figure out why I'm giving the middle finger. The haters, they plan to ban me like Brandon on Twitter. They have me in a microphone and you said you can't rap about nothing but do it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna restart it one more time. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Okay, train wreck.
This is not going good for me right now. Okay.
It's going good. This is
Okay.
highly entertaining.
Huh? Okay. Here we go. For real this time. This gotta work. I'm just messing it up in my head. I'm thinking too hard about it. You know what I mean? My rhymes will make you figure out why I'm giving you the middle finger. The haters, they plan to ban me like Brandon on Twitter. They hand me the microphone and said you can't rap about nothing but we can't even. Okay. You know what? This is not good.
You got to edit that line that says they said you can't rap. That's what's
because
what's getting you bad
you know
every time. You say that and you're like, oh shit, I can't rap.
Okay, no wait.
You gotta be like, I can rap,
yeah, you're right.
and then you'll be able to rap.
That's not in the rap, okay? Like it kind of, it went through my head, and I just kind of said it, okay? It wasn't in the rap, and nothing was in the rap, okay?
Dude, this might not be your day.
No, wait, trust me, guys. This is my day, okay?
This is highly
Sure.
entertaining. I'm quite enjoying this.
This is my day, okay? I'll get it right. It's on the show. It's for the Joey.
No pressure,
Okay,
Gabriel.
folks, this
No
is it.
pressure.
This is it. I hope so.
Be prepared.
Other, of course, than the weatherman, I have been told that I look like Abraham Lincoln recently with the beard. And I want to look like Drake. My rhymes to make you figure out why I'm giving you the middle finger. The haters, they plan to ban me like Brandon on Twitter. They hand me the microphone. He said, you can't spit nothing at me, but we can't even put out the fires that I've been rapping. I'm blowing it up on the show just like Osama bin Laden. And freaking McDonald telling me the weather that's about to happen. Yeah. Imagine looking at it, getting all the magazine. Looking at me rapping when I'm on the show, it's happening. The weather never clapping. If you know I'm spitting facts and I got every cap and we on the show with Frankie, and Brandon. Hold the wing for the ink getting banned on Twitter rapping. Yes, I'm a winner. Yes, you know I cook these rappers for dinner. But hold up, man, I'm telling you the weather I high 30. Cause I'm the weather man. I hope that all you haters hate me. I'm rapping, I'm serving you up like the sun dessert. Yes, you know you can't be preserving the rap. You know that I'm hurting, I'm murdering these rappers on the floor like so we only fighting all the fires that are lighting the all up on fire like I'm a rolling tire, man. You know that my desire is the flow to inspire, and I admire every single person for certain when I'm in front of the curtain. Yes, wait, hold up, Imogen said that it wasn't my day, but wait, okay, man, I took that so personally like I'm Michael Jordan. But you know that, man, like I've been rapping, I swear to God, I've been exploring like Dora. I got the flow, you know, I'm never getting bored when I'm rapping about the weather, man, on TV24, or maybe any day like TWN, cause I'm the rapping weather man, and we spit it right once again, and I'm on the scene, cause honestly, yes, I never sleep when I'm chasing a snowstorm in my damn car in my Cadillac in the back. Man, I got other people in it. Yes, yes, you know, man, I fit in here to win it. And yes, the tornadic energy. Yes, the storm is known as tape because I've been the rapping was a man and I don't even need a cape. I'm looking about the drape. I think I see the storm is moving. You know that I'm never losing energy, but I'm proving I got the flow that I'll never be losing. Yes, you know I got it. So I literally bought it. The tornado is coming in. Oh, wait, hold up, man, like 50 miles an hour or even more than that. Hold up, wait, it's not a late shower. You could even see the power, but my flow is supersonic. When I'm on it with the music, yes, you could not refuse to answer. Yes, to offend and pull the weight, you haters. Watching this from Southern Ontario. One day I'm gonna chase with Mark Robinson and I'm gonna be the hero though. Wait, I don't know, but we're gonna make a song and play it right on the stereo. And we're gonna chase in our car though. And yes, we're gonna go down the lane in Southwestern Ontario. Maybe Windsor, maybe London, I don't know, but chat in. But here we go with Mark Robinson. We get the flow once again. I'm rapping and yes I did until the flow will end. But yes, you just know that I'm so skinny, just like a bench, like a tree in the windstorm. Easy as that, but I don't even know. I just like to rap in the weather. Frankie McD and Imogen and even wait, what's your name? Is that like Hildine? Because I've been rapping and holding the flows. Yes, you know I get it. And your talk is in the chat, so we gotta give him credit for the weather in the prairies. Yes, you know, haters, you don't even gotta care about me. Care about Brandon and Joey and Imogen too. And even Hilding and Frankie McD on the shows too. Cause we get it when it blows. But when the wind blows, I got the flows. Looking at the waves crashing against the damn shore. Cause yes, you know, from this weather stuff I won't be poor anymore. But getting rich and you know I gotta see the bigger picture. Just like I'm Justin Bieber, giving the haters the fever. Man, you know, wait, hold up, I don't imagine dragons. I was not a believer, but I'm sitting the flow too easy. Yes, you haters gotta see me. Just like a tall like a damn jacuzzi. Here we go with the flow's about to end. I'm about to rap, but you know what? I gotta send the last verse and what I gotta spit it for more than a minute because I'm feeling infinite. Cause as a little kid, I treated like in other weather. Get it all together, know that was too clever. I got the leather sweater looking fresher than ever. The one the way it's raining and the things that dripping diamonds. These haters, they know I'm never shining, but I'm out rhyming. I swear to God, Gordon Ramsay like I'm Hackler Simon, tripping you haters up like dessert, and I'm rapping and I'm preserving you haters. You gotta know this. Rapping, I gotta end it. Wait, hold up, wait, man, I got like one more line in me. I don't even know but the line. But I literally gotta get rid of people negativity trying to be killing me because they be jealous. I got an ability looking at me when I gotta go spit it for more than a minute. So wanna be filming it, spinning, I'm looking at hitters and I gotta go take the weather for the days. I'm looking at me when I'm trapped up in the car. I don't even know where I'm going, but it's kind of be raining. And yes, the next season is snowing, but the spring is coming in. Now the summer is finally here. Now we're gonna sit on my dad's porch in the pool, drink some beer. Wait, hold up. Okay, here we go. We're gonna end it. That was the Comedeorological rap. I sent it.
Yeah, excellent.
That was good.
Okay, that's what I was planning to do. Okay, there it is. There it is.
It was really great. It was really great. Except
This is a
one
part. My
part.
Wi-Fi was lagging. Whatever.
No, there's one thing he said right off the top there. He said, even Joey only can't put out my fire because your hip hop.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah.
Young man, we'll call in the tanker. We will hit that so hard. Bam! 1.5 hose come storming in there. Chainsaws opening that crap up.
I had to say it. I had to say that line. I knew that.
Everything else he said was pretty true. But, if you are a fire, we will destroy you.
Oh yeah, man. That was actually like that was like a really, really like long one. I think it was like the longest one I've ever did. I think that was like 4 minutes. Yeah, it was like 4 minutes. A 4 minute freestyle basically without
Frankie
the first
McDonald.
line.
Frankie
Go ahead.
McDonald. Where can listeners find us on which radio stations?
CFUR 88.7 FM Prince George, CKUW 95.9 FM in Winnipeg, CFPX 92.5 FM in Kamloops, and the Shaw Spotlight TV and Shaw TV.
That's right. You just heard Gabriel, the rapping weatherman down in Southern Ontario on
Yes,
all
you
those
did.
channels. Listeners, I'm Joey Olney here with Frankie McDonald, Brandon Hauk, Hilding Donaldson, and Imogen Cookie Bailey, and we're all rapping about the weather. And Frankie, are you stealing Wi-Fi?
I wasn't. I'm not stealing Wi-Fi at all. Somebody's making stuff up.
Yeah, you can't steal Wi-Fi because it's still there. I mean, it didn't go anywhere, so you can't like take Wi-Fi.
I didn't steal Wi-Fi. Somebody's making stuff up.
Yeah. Frankie didn't steal the Wi-Fi at all.
Frankie didn't steal the Wi-Fi and he didn't start the fires. But he did explain that if he were to start the fires, he would do it by throwing lightning bolts.
Hey, I'm the one who really, really, really started the fire here, man. Like, bro, come on. Oh no, like, not in like, not like, not like, not like, you know, like, not like, you know, the actual, like, you know, ones. I meant like, you know, like, I'm the one who has it, you know, the fire, you know, like I didn't actually start it, you know, like I kind of, you know, had the fire, you know what I mean?
And if Frankie
Okay,
started
yeah,
a forest
go
fire,
on to
don't
Frankie.
worry, I would be there to hammer that thing. Eagerly. Yeah, we love killing fire. It's what we do. That's
Yeah, except for mine. I mean, sorry, yeah, mine. Yeah. Except for mine.
yeah. Don't tell me how to do my job. Okay. So, everybody.
Now, okay, the giggly Frankie that everyone is seeing, this is the Frankie that I see in video chat. Like, I chat with, Frankie calls me all the time. We call each other. Frankie's my buddy. That's the Frankie that I see and that I love. The weird
Imogen's like name drop.
Another podcast I was on yesterday is Kids and Clump podcast with Jamie Clump.
yeah, actually, yeah. I'm thinking I heard about that, Frankie. You were on live and you were
Only
saying.
I get to see Frankie laugh usually.
I'm very happy that everyone else gets to see this. Frankie is a giggly guy. I have said that before, and no one believes me. Because
I saw Frankie laugh before.
Well, you've seen him laugh, but have you seen him like giggly and losing it? Like, that's the Frankie I know.
If I did, I wouldn't be like, oh wow, I saw Frankie giggling. No, anyways, just kidding you. We're just short on things to talk about this week, aren't we? Okay, who's got the craziest news?
Well,
What about camping? When people go camping, what do they get into? This is the
Oh
time of
yeah,
year.
Hilding, you got some crazy news. You got a bunch of reprobates that moved in, a bunch of crazy critters that moved into your backyard there, and your cows are eating their tents, and you can't get rid of these hippies, and you're trying. So, like, what's going on with that?
Well, we have a range that is a lease from the government, of course, and there's a forestry gravel pit in the middle of the range. And so there's a forestry road goes in there with a cattle guard, and the tree planters use it for set up their tent camp. And they come in anytime between May and July sometime and spend 2 or 3 weeks. A couple of years ago, we didn't know they were coming, and we went and put out all our salt blocks on the edge of the gravel pit. And then here they came and they put their tents, and they used the salt block for an anchor for their tent. That was a block or something. Then the cows came in to eat the salt block, and oh my, what are all these people things around here in our pasture? So they come in there and they sniff around, and they trampled all the tents down and dug around and found some odd snacks here and there, and just made a big mess.
Damn.
And so then we had to go out there and try to make things right with the tree planters. So this year we made sure that we found out a couple weeks early that they were coming, and we put our salt blocks at a different place. That happened a couple years ago. That was kind of interesting. I even got some stories out of planters that were here then. One girl said she opens up the door of her tent to go outside and go to the can, and here she meets face to face this great big cow, and she goes moo at her, and she just about collapsed. It was kind of funny. She said she had nightmares about it for months.
Okay. Yeah, I bet. So you ever put a message inside a bottle and you throw it in the ocean, and then you say, isn't this great? I put a bottle, maybe someone will read it, but really all you did was actually pollute the ocean some more, throwing more garbage into it. Well, in this one case, David Shan found a plastic bottle while participating in the Pentland Beach Club beach cleanup, and a small piece of paper was inside, and it was faded and extremely difficult to read. And it was written by a young girl named Lynn, and Lynn Mighton they've discovered, and she did it when she was 7 or 8 years old. She made a note. It was about 25 years ago. She threw a bottle into the river by the school, and he's now mailing the note back to her. So
That means how's Pete doing these days?
How's what?
How's Peter doing these days?
I don't know. I haven't heard from Peter in a long time.
He's doing good so far.
So a French firefighter has broke a Guinness Book of World Records. They set him on fire, and he ran 893 feet while on fire. So he broke 2 world records while doing that. So he fastest full body burn, 100 meters sprint without oxygen. He did that in 17 seconds.
That's crazy.
And yep. And so the thing that people just make up records now, right? And they're like, I'm the first guy to do something, and they just make up some ridiculous thing. And it's like, it used to be a world record was something cool. It was like world record for tallest man, Robert Wadlow. He's like 25 feet tall, and like, most
nowadays
kids,
it's like
she had 35 kids, and you're like, wow. And longest fingernails. You'd be like, wow, that crazy old guy had some really long fingernails. But now it's just like everyone's just trying to do anything that could get them inside the Guinness Book of World Records. So it's like, I'm just going to grow my nose hairs really long and then punch myself in the face 8,000 times while holding on my own nose hairs. And I'll get the Guinness Book of World Records for punching myself in the face with my own nose hair.
Have you heard of the Pepsi Cola Chup?
No.
It's Pepsi flavored ketchup. You put it on your hot diggy dogs.
That sounds like the worst thing I've heard. There's lightning outside Quesnel right now. So
yeah, that's crazy. What would it even taste like? Pepsi and
ketchup, man. It's Pepsi flavored ketchup.
Oh.
Because apparently drinking Pepsi while eating food with ketchup on it is too much of a challenge.
Wait, okay, well, so if you're drinking thing also too with that, right? Pepsi while eating the Pepsi flavored ketchup,
for the price
would
of
it
one.
like taste like Pepsi? Like, would you be technically drinking and eating Pepsi, or like would you be?
Oh yeah,
that's the idea, Gabriel. Yes,
but then like
and ketchup,
what would like the
smashed together in one horrific entity. That is what.
Yeah,
it
but
is.
then like
then you put some mustard and relish on top of that, and away you go.
Now
relish, mustard. I don't know, like mustard flavored Pepsi's coming soon. I guess I don't know. I would like to.
No, but I like Brandon's idea of adding relish for texture because that's
right.
what's missing from Pepsi ketchup. Is texture.
Yeah, texture.
Horrible, chunky texture.
So a town in Ireland gathered 1,100 people, 1,100 Dolly Parton impersonators for a world record attempt at most Dolly Parton impersonators together.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying about like how ridiculous? Oh, and an Illinois dog has broke the world record for his 5.46 inch long tongue. Well, that's at least something that's kind of like, it's not just ridiculous. That's a dog with a really long tongue. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In other news, a wallaby or a kangaroo, something of that effect, was found running loose on a Kansas City highway. A Texas family got a late night visit from like a python they found in their house. So that's not cool. A rhino escaped an enclosure at a Buffalo Zoo in New York. Rhinoceros escaped from his enclosure. He was 10 minutes outside the enclosure, so that's not too bad. A flock of sheep on the loose in Connecticut, and they're asking the public to keep an eye out for a flock of adorable sheep that escaped their pen. There's an aggressive cow. He's making visits to a Pennsylvania college campus, and so this cow is aggressive, and he's going around.
I would be scared.
An escaped ram has been captured after being missing for more than a week in Maine. Loose horses that were loose at a golf course in New York have been captured. A wedge deer was rescued from bars of a metal fence in Colorado. All kinds. An escaped bull ran into a steakhouse in Pakistan. So a bull was filmed. It was running through the streets in Pakistan, and but people with motorcycles were in pursuit of the thing. And I'm trying to find out the name of the town in Pakistan. It just says Pakistan, and Karachi. So it was in Karachi, and outside of a man was standing, and he shows the bull charging at a man who's standing outside of the Kopi restaurant, which is a steakhouse. And the bull follows the man inside the steakhouse. Again, he's being led out of the eatery on a rope. So he got lucky that time, but I'm pretty sure that bull might end up back in that steakhouse again, at some point sooner than later, especially with behavior like that. Hilding will tell you this: when you got a real ornery cow, that's the one that ends up in the freezer probably sooner than the one that's real nice and gentle.
Oh, yeah.
So do you know the real name of Chuck E. Cheese? He has a real name.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. What's his real name?
Charlie Entertainment Cheese.
Oh, that's entirely lame.
It sounds like the
That is so awful. That is
Charlie Entertainment Cheese at your service. Like what?
How did your restaurant get so big with such a terrible gimmick? I'd never actually been into such a place, but here in Wells,
I have.
We do have Diggy's Diner. It's a little cafe. It's kind of they have like a 1950s kind of look going on there, and sometimes I get like donaires. They got a pretty good donaire there, but it's not like out east where you can get donaires like crazy. But if you got donaires, that's a good way to start making some money.
Oh yes,
people love donaires. I
Or
freaking
lobster
want
rolls
donaires
or
right
something.
now.
That's pretty good stuff.
Anyone else got anything crazy this week?
Hey, scientists. Yeah, absolutely. Scientists from 5 different research teams have detected gravitational waves rippling through the universe and sourced them back to black holes, which have collided to create the event. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, gravitational waves are ripples that move through space faster than the speed of light. The waves cause space to stretch and compress. Basically, it turns reality into a funhouse created by Louise Buñuel or Man Ray or Salvador Dali's a name y'all know. But the thing about it is that it's so minute. Researchers have only been able to identify and observe the event by using a pulsar timing array. So pulsars they're incredibly articulate. So if you don't know anything about science or space or this, the only thing you need to know here is that pulsars are incredibly articulate in terms of keeping time. They have a very predictable rhythm. So researchers can literally use them to track time and movement. And by watching the change in pulsar activity, they can actually monitor the movement of passing gravitational waves. So I'm going to throw a theory out there that is way out to lunch and has nothing to do with it. Well, it does, but it's more the sci-fi version. Gravitational waves rippling through the universe, I'm going to say that it's affecting, gravity, because that's what it does. It stretches and compresses gravity as an entity and space.
Insignificantly,
but to us, because we're insignificant in the grand scheme of the damn universe, so we might not see it as an actual, reality kind of doing a warbly funhouse mirror effect, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. So I'm going to chalk up some of the weird extreme weather to the influence of gravitational waves on the ocean and how the oceans affect our weather systems.
Absolute bunk.
Summer hail in Alberta. Desert plains suddenly got pummeled with hail because black holes smashed into each other, created gravitational waves, and have offset the balance of everything.
Well, actually, now that you say that, you know that the chance probably is zero.
Right now, down Antarctica is 24 hours darkness right now down below Antarctic Circle. Around July 19th, it'll be first July near the end of July, there'll be first sunrise down below Antarctic Circle. First time since May of 2023.
Frankie, in Antarctica, do they have polar bears or penguins?
Penguins in Antarctica. They'll be starting to get daylight bit by bit in August and September. Once again, around September 23rd, there'll be 12-hour daylight, 12-hour darkness in Antarctica again. Once again, around the end of November this year, Antarctica will be starting to get 24-hour daylight again.
So here's a lesson in redundancy for you all. This is Environment Canada right now, and Alberta likes to be special. There's so much going on in Alberta. We got heat warnings for Mountain View near Cremona, near Carstairs, you got near Airdrie, Broadal, near Cochrane, Ashmont and Vincent St. Leonard, Elkford, oh yeah, and also Frog Lake and also St. Paul, and also Cold Lake Air Weapons Range Improvement District 349. Heat warning for you. But also Fork Lake, Heart Lake, Lake LeBage Square Lake, Lakeland Province, Flamandamada, Beaver Dam, Bonnyville, Cold Lake, City of Cold Lake, Fishing Lake, Glendon, Moose Lake, La Corrie, Wolf Lake, Truman, Buffalo Lake, Sinkimino, Vilna Saddle Lake, Whitefish Lake, Strathmore, Vulcan, Rosemary, Dutchess, Jam, Sania, Kinbrook Island, Blackie, Ancient, customer 666-146, Arrowhead, Harrington, Queenstown, Carmen Gay, Champion, Lawman, Travers, Little Bow, Reservoirs, Milo, Vulcan, Ensign, Passer, Standard, Gilmore, that's Sherwood Park, City of Calgary, and Kennedy, and holy, look at there's more. City of Foremost and Orion, and oh my God, look at.
I'm not sure what Joey's trying to actually communicate right now, but it does seem to be some sort of code.
And all these 30 places.
I've been to all those places.
Code.
And then Acne and Linden, Carbon, Three Hills, Heat Warning, Struchy, Huxley, friggin'. Look at this is just. Like, come on, like, this is a lesson in redundancy. Like, Buffalo, Woodhill, Buffalo, New Gypsy Lake, Mudfall, like, wait, but there's a guy out there who's actually programming all this stuff. They're paying him to do this. And Elk Mountain National Lamont.
Joey didn't feel heard for 45 seconds, but now he's reading geography.
Smoky Lake, Watts kind of Bonaccord, but not in Namau. Oh, yeah, Namau too, Redwater and Oye and Hannah, Radway, Brownfield, Bodo. Look at this. The list just goes on for friggin' ever. And then more and City of Lethbridge. And come on, wowzers. This is a lesson in Albertans are all about like, well, we got to cut corners and save costs. And, you know,
I like your rap, though. I like that rap.
Keep things simple, you know, because that's efficient. And then you look at their weather report. It's like heat warning for your barn, but also your house, and heat warning for your field too, and heat warning for your cows, heat warning for the pond by the house, heat warning for that. And Frankie, where can people find all the Frankie McDonald warnings and watches in the world of Frankie McDonald?
My Twitter's at Frankie MacD. My Facebook is Frankie MacDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD 1984. My TikTok is Frank Down 1984. My Clapper is Frank Down 1984. My Twitch is Frank Down 1984. My Snapchat is Frankie MacDon. My LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. My YouTube channel is Dogs and Wolves. Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie Down. You're listening to me watch the weather report every Thursday nights. There's a big heat wave heading for southern British Columbia and northern British Columbia and Vancouver, British Columbia late next week. It may trigger a lot of fires.
Okay, that's Frankie McDonald, who didn't start no fires at all and is not stealing the Wi-Fi from A&W at all. So here's where the hottest temperatures are in the world right now. Brandon's got up.
Hottest place on the planet today was Awaz, Iran.
Incorrect. The hottest place on the planet is anywhere Brandon is.
You know, can you imagine if
47 degrees today?
If you're in core, or if here, go back up there for a second.
Yeah.
Go back up. If you're in core, or stop moving it around. I can't read it because those are weird words.
What about
If you're
the
in Core or
what about the
Almadia or
minimum
Safi Hadan, Desful or Tabaz, or even maybe Basran Hussein, I bet you they're all like just choke because Ahwa's got the,
Damn,
got
47
the hottest
degrees.
weather today. It's
Yeah.
like, we're
What
so
about the
close.
minimum
Who wants
temperature?
to see the coldest weather? Here we go.
Minus, oh my
Let's
god.
see where my
72.
mother-in-law is. Ex-mother-in-law.
It's
Antarctica.
a minus 72 there at Amundsen Scott South Pole Station. So that's
That's
if
where
you're-
Marty is at. The Marty is a scientist at research station.
And then the most rain or precipitation, Ponza, Italy, 210 millimeters. Isn't that awesome?
So if you're
Frankie,
right
quick
now
question.
at Amundsen Scott Station, please put on a hat. It's cold out.
Quick question for Frankie. What is the technical term for a flock of polar bears?
Polar bears are up in the North Pole. Penguins down in the South Pole.
They don't run in flocks either, do they?
They run in herds or packs, or if they're like crows, a murder, or ferrets or a business. What's the technical
Yeah.
term for
I think like
group?
a flock refers to something flying, first of all. So I think
Huh.
if you could call the polar bear group a gaggle of polar bears a flock, they'd probably kill you for saying that. They'd be like, don't disrespect us, polar bears.
Sounds like bears are coming. Big black bears. Oh my god! The big black bears are after me now!
Okay, so that's the show for this week here on C4 88.7 and CKW 959 and CFBX 925 and also on Shaw Spotlight. Thank you everybody for watching online on Joey on the Caribbean Weather Dude. This has been our show this week about how much the weather sucks in Canada, and it does suck indeed. So, you know, and thank you to everybody who's been watching and part of the show, and thank you to all the programmers out there. Okay, that's the show for this week, and I'm Joey Only. Imogen Bailey was here with us. And who else did we have? We had Gabriel, the
Me?
rapid weatherman down in Southern Ontario. We had Brandon Houck, the Brooks Bandits weatherman, who's over there. And I knew that the storm that he was waiting for would not get there in time for the show because I have radar and I can tell these things. And Frankie McDonald over in Brooks, Alberta's Twin City, which is Sydney, Nova Scotia, and Hilding Donaldson, who's I always want to call him Hilding McDonaldson after I say Frankie McDonald.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
It like screws me up every time. So Hildy McDonaldson and Frankie Donaldson and Brandon McHouck and Gabriel Weatherman. And I just want to wish you all a very
Gabriel, Imogen
happy
Bailey.
summer time.
More big black bears. They're after me now. Oh, wow. Oh, more bears are after me now.
Now, before we go, to answer the question, a group of bears is called a sleuth.
More bears are after me now.
So that answers that. A sleuth of
Oh, a
bears.
sleuth. I think I said a snooth at first. I was like, a
No, a
snooth.
sleuth. Like detectives. A group of bears, a pack of bears, a herd of bears is called a sleuth.
There's so many bears. They're after me. The bears can't stop chasing me. Even more bears are after me now. The bears finally got away. Thanks for watching. I'm Frank Dowell.
There's your pointless little trivia factoid for the day, for the week, for the month, whatever.
I could do that in a rap maybe one day. You know, like I heard of a sleuth or something. I don't know.
Every
'Cause
group of animals has its own technical term. Crows are a murder, ferrets are a business, bears are a sleuth.
And nerds are the Comedeorological Report. Thanks for coming on this week, everybody. We will see you next time right here. Bye for now.
Hi, Joel. Say hi, Joey only. Say hi, Joey only.
Hi, what?
Joey only.
Hi, Joey only?
I'm Frank Dowell. You're listening to Comedeorological Weather Report on every Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Joey only fights fires. He's a really well-known firefighter in British Columbia. He fights fires. He runs a YouTube channel in a podcast called Caribou Weather Dude, Convenient Plus Meteorology. I'm on Joey Only Show every Thursday night at 11 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Joey Only's a really nice guy. I'm Frank Dowell. You're listening to Comedeorological Weather Report. See you on Thursday night. Say hi, Joey Only.
Hi,
Say,
Joey